Footprints. It's impossible to follow my footprints. Footprints. You know why? Because they go back, forth, side to side, and sometimes they fly. I step into the world and I lean on them, and my swag is so fresh, I'm like Febreze on them. New jeans on them with the new AJs. I try to stay top notch, yo, it bees that way. Even days that I'm bummed out, I'm still that dude. Everybody loves to share, so we spill our moves. In the streets, we put them to some hip-hop beats. When it's all said and done, we got people to move. MCs of the world, pay attention, I'm here now. You can write to me like a pen pal, make sure it's legible. Need to understand what I'm reading, just like I need to understand for the evening. Smut Baron and Spizzle the Great. It's like a burnt offering, God's grilling a steak. You a plain side dish like baked potato, so you need to catch up like red tomatoes. I'm that deal and they're not dead. Full of fantasy island when they rap. Take a step back and look at yourself. You ain't no different than nobody else. I'm that deal and they're not dead. Full of fantasy island when they rap. Take a step back and look at yourself. You ain't no different than nobody else. Put it point blank, you're rather corny. When they say smut B, ladies get horny. I don't know what them dudes before me try to do with the game, but it's headed into purgatory. Time to save it, got it all wrong because you made it. A little famous man that don't change. Shh, I catch him sleeping and wake him up. Matter of fact, kept him slept while I blaze the Dutch. What? Ash his forehead like Ash Wednesday. I do it for real, no pretend play. To hell what these men say. They all lie, now they killers. Now every rapper's life is a drug dealer. Most brothers watch what go on and they run tell that to the world like he did it in his latest rap. You can't convince me, you'll get the greatest smack. 5'10", but the Mac feel like 8 foot flat. I'm that deal and they're not dead. Full of fantasy island when they rap. Take a step back and look at yourself. You ain't no different than nobody else. I'm that deal and they're not dead. Full of fantasy island when they rap. Take a step back and look at yourself. You ain't no different than nobody else. Live life to the fullest, have little regrets. The world owes me baby, just repaying its debts. As a human, a citizen X of the planet Earth. Had a hex on my head since the date of birth. Born free, but a barcode enslaves me. Given to a child as a baby. Social economics, global cash register, figurehead. Please believe what this little poor nigga said. It's all reality, actual facts. The rich people get rich, the poor people get taxed. The more prisons get built, the old people relax. Because it's almost over, why overreact? Let it fall the way that it may, I can't stop it. God let us know through the prophets. Man shall destroy man, all in the quest to be greater. So for the time being, I just deal with your haters. I'm that deal and they're not dead. Full of fantasy island when they rap. Take a step back and look at yourself. You ain't no different than nobody else. I'm that deal and they're not dead. Full of fantasy island when they rap. Take a step back and look at yourself. You ain't no different than nobody else. I'm that deal and they're not dead. Full of fantasy island when they rap.